Hey, woo. Alright, it's tourney time. So I guess I'm obligated to this. This is like my job. You just won a tourney's bar! Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was an overreaction. But that's cool. Awesome. Awesome, bro. So, we got one day tourney on my hands, and I'm 2 hours late to it, so bear with me as I get myself up to speed. And we will rocket our way. Here we go. Welcome, chat. Bash 2023. So, we got 13 players, not really. 2 of them have DQ'd so far. So, round 1 is already done, and Shulk died. Oof. So, we got Nutella here, Finn. Won that one. We had Sword winning by default, because this person isn't alive right now, so rip. And we got Lueg, who won against Butler. Chrono Knight, which won against Harry Knight. Ooh, the Knights. And Nova, who won against Billy Boom. And then round 2, we've had 2 games done, which is Secret winning against Nutella versus Oddish winning against Nova. And now we have this. I don't know what's going on there, but we got a couple losers games, and still have 2 games here. This one is contentious. I don't know if someone might be DQing, so it's fine though. Slow Dire Ducks. Let's see, is there any games up already? Oh gosh, there's a couple games rocking and rolling right now. Which one should I do? Whoa. Holy moly. Mobile. Any bracket predictions? You want to know my bracket predictions? Okay, my deal is I think Nova's gonna win against Shulk. I think it's gonna end up coming down to Secret and Oddish, and so Secret and Oddish are probably gonna win, or win these 2. Although Fish, I don't know. This will kind of be like the precursor to the finals, in my opinion. Like the 4 who get here, which is currently Secret, Lueg, and Oddish. Like I feel like that'll kind of be what's going on over here, but we will see. We will see. Anyways, we got 3 games that we could look at. So, help. You know, Nova and Shulk just seems really interesting. What in the world? What is Shulk playing? Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we got here some sort of burrow. I think this is burrow bugs. This gotta be burrow bugs. It's probably burrow bugs versus some sort of Sindel thing. I don't know yet. All I know is Nova just won the game, so you know, because of a blazed beast and a Shiosian lava behemoth, and that was a double for sale sign, by the way. That's actually kind of whack. Not gonna lie. I think that was the first game. Yeah. So that was a pretty short game, apparently. Oh, Secret and Luig are fighting. Okay, that seems like the game to look at. Alright, we are gonna go and watch Luig versus Secret because that's actually a very interesting game. We haven't seen Luig play in a good long while. And Luig is a very good player. He has won some tournaments. He has placed well in the tournaments he's been in, but he hasn't been able to join the past couple tournaments. So I don't know what he's looking at, what it's going to be looking like for this game. And we do see a double gas. I don't know whether or not these guys are playing APC or Mind Control, but some sort of gas themed deck. So probably one of those two, or mid-range. And we immediately see Luig throw out the Dark Spark for some mills. And we got not great mills. And I think this might be APC. So yeah, this is a bit of a yikes mills. Great. We remove one of the battle acties, we remove a combo, we remove that's gross. That is ugh. This is why I hate milling, by the way. If you want to know, milling is like probably one of the top 5 least favorite things about CG for me. It just seems so bad because people just mill so bad half of the time. It's kind of depressing. Oops, my bad. All right, there you go. Anyway, sorry. Dark Spark, we got this, and Mills. Yeah, this is terrible. Health, Planetary Field, Glah. Like, this is a combo out of the way. This is something to get rid of Secret's activators out of the way. Ay, not great. Not great. And so we see Dark Spark try to go in for some early stuff. Probably bought the Battle Zone just because realizing that the mills weren't great. Just needed to start chugging real quick. And Secret's gonna immediately go for the Blur. And Serpent's gonna come out. Yep. Makes sense, makes sense. And if I'm correct, just to get this over here. So Lueg went second for the record, by the way, so that's why he could attack. Just to put that out there. I don't want to get like false information. So we do see Lueg just kind of pass the turn, needing to regain his resources. Secret is going to do a spoons, and Gook is gonna go to hand for that Glut combo. We see Dark Spark go into discard and Mole into the bottom of the deck. Probably some of the easiest spoons I've ever seen. Not gonna lie. And now Lueg is definitely thinking a little bit about this. I can see. Also, look at this. I got Justin Bieber. Oh, what the heck, man? These are some whack zones. Anyways, so Lueg definitely has to think hard about this. I mean, Serpent is a huge threat, especially this early in the game. And, like, I don't know what options he has. The hand might not be good. And that's really the worst thing that could happen. I'm looking at this. And we're going to see Kaleidoscope Warriors come out. Can't do anything really with that, except for now Secret is going to use Thorngaborg to kill that and throw that out of the way. Yeah, that Kaleidoscope Warriors seems more like a chump blocker, but Secret was able to just kind of like curve around that. And we're going to see Kaleidoscope Warriors finally be able to hit something, except, unfortunately for him, nothing came out of that. Except for a look at the hand, which this is a stacked hand. Holy moly. We got the, we have another Serpent stuff. We got the Gook combo already set up. Oh gosh. This is not looking good for Lueg, by the way. This is... yeah, and we see Kaleidoscope Warriors come out to do the exact same thing to Lueg, and this might actually, yeah. And Lueg, on the other hand, has to force something out of his hand, which is insanely brutal. This is insanely brutal first game for Lueg. That, like, it looks like he has some decent cards there, but he's definitely missing the creature output. We're going to see Beast come out because Lueg has pretty much no other choice, I think. It's probably what he is thinking. First bad mills, then we see that his hand is not optimal in the creature space. And now he had to get rid of one of his attachments. So everything is kind of falling apart. So Beast of the Black Hole, I mean, that was kind of his saving grace at that point. Because Secret's already... at 10 points, which is yikes. That's a yikes moment. Never question secret zones, but whatever. And we're going to see Dark Spark come out from Lueg, as Secret seems to just do nothing. Dark Spark, please don't mill. Okay, thank God. Thank Jesus Christ. So Dark Spark Diabolus is going to hit the Gaius. try to get a couple points, but Beast comes out. That's gonna end that right then and there, so that, let me guess, Secret is gonna have the opportunity to just go hammy. Yeah, Lueg is almost submitting to defeat. Erratic Void is going to come out to kill that Serpent. And Abomination Tomb looks like what Secret was gonna try to do, but this might be a little bit modified. Okay, so yeah, okay, so then that's just gonna bring out the Serpent, and we're gonna see another free 5 points, but that prevented game for Lueg. So he has a small sliver of hope to maybe turn this around. 6 points against 15 isn't great, but 6 points is better than no points. So I think currently it's doing pretty good. Sorry, and we're gonna see Phantom Matter come out to get a Serpent. I mean, no surprise there. Serpent's strong, and probably, yeah, it's the strongest card in both players' decks. So that's gonna come out, and Lueg is really gonna push to try to turn these things around. We're gonna see the double up of zones, and I wouldn't be surprised if Soul Shroom comes out to bring it's probably just, yeah, Lueg is committing very, very hard to this, which isn't a terrible idea, I'd say, because 4 cards is versus 2 cards is not, I mean, the card advantage is there for Secret, but I think this is a decent move, especially because game is basically on Secret's fingertips. So this is gonna come out Dark Spark, and it's gonna mill. So we do get the tree out of the way, which isn't a terrible, this isn't a terrible one, especially now that he's milled twice. The Abomination Tomb does kind of sting, though, and that could really affect the creature output that Lueg has. And this doesn't really matter because of this. The combo half of it is already done. But Gook is going to come out as Secret knows this is the easiest way to just deal with this high pressure board. It's the simplest way. We'll get him free 2 cards, and Soul Shroom's going to come out to get that Serpent back out. And we're going to see we're going to see Gla get the Gaios effect, because that's usually the optimal play, because you can kill it to get the Thorngabork, and the Thorngabork's gonna just stink in there. Rudy's gonna get some chips damage, and that's gonna apply a reverse pressure on Lueg, and yeah, so Lueg is definitely in a bit of a difficult position at this point. Thorngabork is going to come out with the Gaius, flipping that. So does this mean Gla, the tree is in his hand? I see. Alright, and that's going to get a few card draws. However, one issue I see with this is that the fact that this leaves him very vulnerable. He's at 1 card right now, which he will get to 3 cards, but depending on his draws, this might not be the best decision. Rudy is sitting right there, nice and clean. Can't really. And here's the deal. I have this strange feeling that Secret has a way to win. The only way, I feel like, because I think Secret will have a way to hit the planet. The only way that this is going to ever possibly work out is if Lueg plays point turret, or I mean, depending on what happens, Erratic Void maybe. But no, actually doesn't seem to have the lethal, which means that he gets close, but only 19 points. 2 points from the Rudy. And we're going to see Lueg have another, like, near miss chance to survive this. Definitely a bit of a stacked board. And, yeah, this is looking kind of a little interesting. Ooh, we got a ruling question. Interesting, interesting. Just to put this into perspective. Oh, okay. What the heck? Okay, as this ruling gets fixed up, we can look at the updates to this. So Butler is going to win against Zach because Zach DQ'd again. And we're going to see losers round kind of fill up with people. We're going to see... And, ooh, here's a surprising thing. Chrono Knight wins against Fish. Now, this is crazy because Chrono Knight is a very good player, but hasn't really beaten some of the top players yet, and hitting Goldfish is really good for him. And we're gonna see the losers round fill up with a bunch of people. This game is already going on. These two games are already going on, so we'll see what happens in just a bit. Wow, by killing one zoned Palifal's creature, it uses any of. That's crazy. I never saw that before, but that is true. You learn something new every day, they say. This is a crazy ruling that I never saw, but I think he's right just because of zoned. That makes sense. Just a small little generalization that hits the Rudy, and now Luig has a Serpent to possibly do some stuff with. And Luig has plenty of stars, but does he have the creatures? That is the real question. This is a crazy ruling. Going back to the brackets, it's looking pretty good. So 13-man tournament turns into an 11-man tournament, but that's still, in my opinion, a good turnout. So we are going to see... Or, well, I think Butler also DQ'd, so... That's unfortunate. So, this is essentially a 10-man tournament, and currently, we've seen Nutella, go here. So my prediction now, Chrono Knight versus Oddish is going to be really interesting. If Chrono Knight wins this, that's going to be huge. Because then he's just getting farther and farther up the ladder, right? And I will say it right now, anybody who's in losers is on the line of like forever losing. So it's either Nova or Shulk, either Finn or Billy Boom. It's either Goldfish or Butler, but I think Butler DQ'd as well. So essentially, I don't know what's going on with these, but we'll see. Alright, now back to the game. We see everything go into motion. Luig's smaller master plan, and that's going to be Great Serpent. And he prepares another resource zone, which makes me think there's a AAA and random stuff. And Thorgabork's ability is negated because of the Serpent. And we're going to see Soul Shroom come out, but Burning Damocloid is going to take a clinch in this moment. Wagyu-man's going to come out. Secret is definitely burning out his options, but still has something chumpy to just kind of sit there. And that will definitely hit the spot. And we're going to see it's Luig's turn. So Luig does have an opportunity to gain some big points if he can get the cards. The only question is, does Luig have another creature? And we're going to see him pass. Try to not get these draws so that Secret has more options. Luig is just, I think, trying to get some sort of smaller creature, something to sit here, because I wouldn't be surprised if two of these are AAA and Point Turret, and I don't know what the other two would be, but that's my kind of theory that I have right now. And Luig is kind of bleeding here, saying he's got some bad draws. Wagyu-man is going to die, get the draws. Secret definitely has the huge opportunity to hit this up. Pelfam's going to bounce that Serpent. And that's the GG's actually. We're going to see Pelfam and the Kaleidoscope. And that's it. That's it for the two. So Luig was definitely robbed a bit by those draws, those mills. Both those mills and those draws didn't help him, but he really played well with it. He still lost, but he found creative ways to work with what he had. But unfortunately, just did not have the stuff to help with that. And Secret got a really fire opening right there. And kind of just kept riding on that, which I feel like is a very Secret thing to do. We've seen Secret do a lot of just clutch stuff. It's kind of crazy. And second game is going to come up now. We're going to see Louis go second. Second is obviously the better choice. My bad. Once this is done, I can't wait to get some pizza. I need some pizza. Alright, and we're just going to see a bunch of card draws for the first couple turns, and we're going to see Thorgabor come out with Lueg. Going to use the Gauss ability off of that, probably to set up some future glove potential. Although, I don't know, to me Thorgabor doing that, like I would think that you would just do the Gla to Thorgabor instead of the Thorgabor to Gla. We're gonna see Secret make a second creature zone. Don't know what that's about. By the way, I don't know what this is about. 2 creature zones. And now Lueg is definitely thinking, probably has quite a few options on his disposal. So it's just about kind of thinking about the best one. Of course, this resource zone does put a minor wrench in whatever he does, so just gonna take it easy. Kaleidoscope Aureus, and that's gonna hit absolutely nothing, but that gets a good show of his hands. Does have a lot of parts, has the glow combo, has a lot of parts for the serpent. There's a activation, activator, and a point turret, so that's something to be a bit concerned about. And we see Lava Bolt come out to hit the Wacko Man that Secret set up. And that's going to possibly knock Pointer out of Secret's hand? Question mark? Oh wait, never mind. I'm so confused. Why didn't that work? Anyways, oh yeah, it did work. So we did see AAA go out. Just a minor scratch in Secret's potential potential activator stuff. So we do see a Spoons, which is a very tough Spoons, I gotta say. These are 3 really good cards. Serpent would be helpful just because we know there's 2 Rudy in here. Serpent would definitely be a helpful stunt. Crash is... I wouldn't be too surprised if he puts Crash into this deck, because it's probably something that he won't need initially. But I could also easily see Serpent go into discard and just be regened, and then Secret just hopes for the Serpent. And we actually do see that. He's gonna vie on getting another Serpent in hand, and then just using this one for like Soul Shroom and stuff. And Pelf is going to be the handed creature. Secret definitely has some plans. We're going to see Warriors come out to potentially hit an activator on the wake side. And that seems to be all. Secret's just kind of setting up for some big sweep. Just some basic setup. And we're going to have to see Phantom Matter get knocked out of the hand. Darn. Unfortunate for Lueg. Another instance, just in the last game, Lueg did the exact same thing. Tried to get an attachment out of Secret's hand, didn't, and then Secret reversed that and knocked out FSS. So very unfortunate, I gotta say. Not the best circumstances, but we will see how Lueg handles this kind of predicament. Oops, Zach just woke up because Hong Kong time. Woo woo. We love to see it. And we're going to see a Pelfmam come out to bounce that. And it was knocked successively with... the point turret was combated successfully, giving Lueg a bit of a chance to do stuff. Plenty of stars, though. Glug combo comes out for some extra card draws. Plenty of stars to start ramming away. That's going to clear the board, and now Secret has the opportunity to just kind of go ham. We're going to see a bit of a simple hand. We're going to see just Rudy come out. Which I will say, something a little curious about this is how we rule Serpent. And Serpent could easily come out from Lueg if he has it. So that's just a minor worry. So Lueg definitely has to think here. I don't particularly remember what he has in hand. It is a little bit of a tense moment for Secret. And Lueg is going to drop that he doesn't have Serpent. Or maybe that's sandbagging. I don't know. But I will say Secret... this guy's luck is just unfathomable. Like, he's a good player, but also he just seems to just have that way of beating up things. I don't know how else to say it, but he just seems to have the answer to everything. Dark Spike is going to come out. No mills, just gonna get rid of that Rudy. Don't know why you would get rid of that Rudy just like that. It's not what I would consider the most good you. And we're gonna see Secret just handedly answer that with Dark Spark and Blur, but I will say the Blur came out first. That's gonna shuffle the deck, and Dark Spark milled. Oh gosh, that is actually horrible for Secret. That's actually kind of a big threat in Secret's winning in the terms of this game, because we see Tomb, which we see two regurgitation things. We see FSS, which is probably the least of the worries. Galaxy Crash getting shuffled and then milled it kind of hurts. However, if Lueg doesn't have any answers, then that could be a little unfortunate. However, let's hope that Lueg can do something with this. Simple Glah, gonna combo that to get rid of Dark Spark. We're gonna see the ability come out for Thorngabork. That is gonna remove one threat, but what about the Blur? Is there Serpent? Is there anything? Is there anything really? And yeah, still these mills absolutely atrocious. And we're gonna see Thorgaborg to a pass to get more card draws, which is something I think Lueg definitely desperately needs at this point, especially now that Secret has kind of drawn a lot of his deck, a lot more than Lueg. And we're gonna see Thorngabork get hit by the mole just to get rid of the Burning Damocloid, which is gonna become, I think it's definitely a little bit less of a threat now that these cards are gone. Still a little unfortunate in Lueg's case in terms of, but I think that's very minor in a very small little thing in terms of what happens. So Secret definitely is half stalling, half keeping the pressure of this board. We're gonna see FSS to try and use this mole against Secret. We're gonna see Field come out, and that is the end of Lueg. Lueg's turn. So Secret has an opportunity here to start racking up some points. Pelfam is going to take that mole to be used later. Maybe used later. And we're going to see a hefty 5 points. Will Lueg answer this? And he is. And that's going to tie them up. I think that was a bit of an important move to make because... wait, actually, never mind. He has 4 points. My bad. Never mind. Yeah, but Secret's gonna keep running away with these points. And Secret's kind of just doing well. It's true. Secret has been on a roll these days. Just been absolutely destroying everything. It's kind of crazy. And I feel like that's poor for Lueg because Lueg really started off strong until he got the Secret. kind of crazy too, because Luwig has a lot of cards right now, but it seems like a lot of these cards aren't useful at this moment. We are going to see abandonment, and that is going to help. It's a it's a little bit like Galaxy Crash. It just hits everything really good, and that's going to give Luwig the opportunity once again to do something. And it's just a Rudy. No Serpent. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Rudy sitting here is not great, and if Secret has Serpent, oh boy, that's gonna just wrench things. And basically that was just trying to get a couple points. And we're gonna see Mole get thrown out, which Secret is gonna do exactly what I was saying. Use that Mole for later. And a close call. We're gonna see Planetary Field, but AAA is actually gonna hit that. It looks like Luwig was probably vying to keep that thing on the board so that maybe he could draw Serpent, maybe. And nothing comes out of that, unfortunately. Luwig is gonna think though. There is a chance. Wouldn't be surprised if he uses Point Turret or something. It is kind of a bit of important. I mean, using Point Turret would help push this up. It's either a clear board or something that can try to get Luwig up in points. Yeah, but these card draws are a bit abysmal, I think, for Luwig. And Luwig's just gonna let that go. And Erratic Void is gonna get hit out. So we're gonna see Spoons, and finally the Serpents. But nothing. It seems like there's no way to get these Serpents out anyways. So abandonment, and abandonment is helpful, I guess. Yeah. This is definitely a bit sad. And that is game. That is game for Luwig. It seems like Luwig is definitely struggling, but still gonna play this through. And I think that was Serpent to hand. Secret's turn goes in. Are we gonna see Beast? Yep. So Luwig is going to have a chance. Another chance. Like the 14th chance that he's had to